Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
Back at it.
Yeah, welcome to another modern fueled night. Is it just modern tonight?
Modern Pioneer at 10.
Oh, we got Pioneer at 10. Okay.
Yeah. This will be the second to last one before we make the decision to keep it or no.
Modern right now, and stay tuned for Pioneer if you want some good laughs.
Right, because it'll be...
and poor commentary.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see some mono green shit running the house again like it has every fucking time.
Maybe it didn't show up.
Oh, John did show up.
Oh, is that what he brought? Maybe he brought something else. Maybe he got tired of winning.
All right, I'll let these guys know if you're going to get the clock.
Yeah. We'll get a clock ready.
Go ahead, guys. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, right now it's modern. And modern's mostly fun. It's generally always pretty fun. But you know, it can be not fun sometimes. Let me scoot this over.
All right.
Here we go.
Everything's in focus to start the night.
Yeah.
Hopefully it stays that way. We had some snafus last week. It was fucking terrible.
No, I did my best to get in here early and clean all that up. So.
All right.
Cameras are good. Mics are good. Already checked. Added some stuff to the token roster over here. Once we get underway, you guys can take a preview of the tokens that are going to be soon available to buy again. Well, they've always been available to buy, but the full collection will be available to buy in the store.
Is this the right?
Yeah, just click on it. There you go. Yep. So we got a mic on some Tron prison-y stuff.
This isn't a keepable hand. They're resolving mulligans. This is not a keep. The old one lander. Not a Tron land, but one land. Fuck.
Resolving mulligans. Alright, so we're going to see a super weird card possibly from Mike that's... I don't even fucking know if that's a commander card, actually. Possessed Portal from... The fuck is that from? Fifth Dawn, I think, maybe? Some old artifact-y set. Alright, we got some good stuff there. I see a Chalice, I think, already, which is pretty decent to start this particular match with. Ballista, that is... I think that's... Yeah, it's a Chalice. Shipping the Forge and the Welding Jar. Inventor's Fair, that's a pretty decent lead. Zach's going to lead with a Serum Vision, as always.
Does he have a mana reducer in hand to begin the game?
Let's find out. That is
That'd
pretty
be
huge.
That'd be a good way to get this thing over with in a hurry.
Flash down. And I see your hand, Zach. He does. I think I see an Electromancer. Yep, Electromancer in hand.
Okay.
But he does have a Chalice here.
Yeah, Chalice on one.
He's going to be pretty damn good.
I don't know that it's a be-all end-all, but...
It's not. It's pretty good, though. It'll make Zach try hard.
Yeah, that is the thing.
Oh yeah, the tokens look good on stream. New Germ token featured there on the left. Coming soon. Yeah. Pretty happy with that little fucker.
Yeah. They're looking good.
Now the fucking arduous task.
I like this shark. The shark token. God, that thing looks cool. Elemental tokens lacking a little color there, John.
Yeah, I know. It's... I'm working on it, man.
It looks a little pale.
It is the evolution of take action tokens from when I was doing things analog to digital.
Yeah.
So they'll get caught up in time, but I'm a busy fucking dude. So pretty usual stuff from Zach here.
So we have player decides not to play Chalice on one. Opponent untaps, plays, opponent plays 2 1-drops immediately.
Yeah. Interesting decision.
I mean, those 2 1-drops were going to get played anyway.
I mean, that is Chalice, right? It's hard to tell with all these different printings.
Yeah, it was Chalice. It looked like Chalice.
It was a fancy printing Chalice from back in the day. Back in the day.
I think it was the
invention.
The invention Chalice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Zach's not fucking around. He's going for it. And this could be pretty bad. If you're Mike, it could be bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess Chalice on 1 it only stops the cantrips. 2 is, I guess, the best number, but 1 is still pretty important. But you don't have time to get Chalice up to 2, 4 mana.
Yeah, I think he might have bit off a little more than he could chew with this.
Hey, thanks, Cosmonaut. We appreciate the shout out. We try to be fun and entertaining. We try. Sometimes it turns a little sideways, but we try to put it back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, okay, so this is...
Yeah, this is
you
just...
have 1 blue floating, so I think this is actually incorrect. I think he should have had 1 red floating because he's got a Manamorphose.
Yeah. In hand?
In his graveyard.
In his grave, yeah.
So he floated the wrong color.
Oof. That he did.
And there's no coming back from that.
There's not. He just
like that. That's
Damn,
the difference.
Zach.
That's the difference in the story. Like if he leaves red up, I think he can go off.
Yeah, he was definitely set up to. That was rough.
Oh
dude.
man.
Damn, Zach.
Man, he knows it too.
He does.
He's kicking himself.
We won't rise him too much.
But I mean,
we will in person.
But things aren't all lost. He does still have that in the graveyard ready to go for next turn.
Mike is playing a pretty slow thing, so he's not. It's not the worst, and he has a Baral in hand.
So he can go double reducer next turn, which is not a huge deal because we found that he kind of like forgets that he has double reducer a lot.
Right.
Still not going to throw this Chalice out there.
It sucks that he's stuck on 2 though. That's fucking painful.
Yeah, on a mulligan.
Yeah.
So we'll see if I like the way Zach plays, man. He's like a hand cam all to himself.
Right. All right, Desperate Ritual.
All right.
Oh man, I would like to see where this went if Mike didn't get boned. But we will see next game. So.
All right, so back at the cards.
Yeah, he should have, so he can fire off that past for 2. I mean, he should be able to do most of what he needs to here. How many untapped lands? 1? All right. Oh, he's going to do the remaining thing right off the bat? Okay, it's not terrible. We're going to draw your card, Zach. Look at Mike, that nice guy.
He has to draw that card. Yeah. Oh, he did. He got it. Okay.
And the loot, there we go. Mike's keeping on top of him. What a nice guy. Yeah, I guess it makes sense to see what the hell he's drawing here. Let's take a look at his hand. You know what I'm going to do, actually? Since no, he passed. Okay. Did he pass? Yeah,
he did pass.
Interesting. I guess he just wants to load up his graveyard a little bit more. It feels like a waste of a ritual.
Yeah, and he's left himself so dead to any kind of a graveyard hate thing.
Yeah, I think he had a chance there, and
the good news is like these haven't looked great these 2 turns, but at least he hasn't like completely fucked himself. Like you said, he still has a graveyard to go off.
Yeah, and that doesn't do anything here. That's got to give him some hope.
Yeah, that doesn't even stop him from getting in for 3 next turn.
We appreciate the feedback from Cosmo here about us being better than NRG on coverage, so that's good. Appreciate that. We do what we can, man.
Appreciate the kind words.
All right. It's still going to be fucking iffy for Zach, though, man. I think that last turn, he had a good chance. And did he cast the Past in Flames last turn?
You know, he's never
still,
cast.
Okay,
like he cast it that initial time, but it's
so
still in his graveyard.
He's just kind of going slow then.
Okay,
yeah, that's fine.
And he can, you know, like right now, Zach's gonna win this turn. I mean, there's nothing.
I don't see. Yeah, there's no
way that doesn't happen. Oh fuck, he can empty too.
Yeah, he should be fine. Should be absolutely fine.
Oh, okay, he's got red. I was gonna say, did he just do it again? But no, he's got red lands untapped.
Right.
All right. I would scoop.
Like, yeah.
I mean,
it's a pretty scoopable moment, I think.
Don't forget to get the extra blue. Always get the blue. Yeah. I dig it, man. I dig it.
All right. So hopefully game 2 will be a little bit more engaging on Mike's end.
Kind of awkward fumble with the Serum Visions. But he got it corralled.
Right.
He'll consider the top of his library here. He likes it.
Yep. I mean, that is
more rituals.
Yeah, what you want to see. It's what makes Storm go. All right. Yeah, this is just.
Yeah, this is just such a clean storm turn here.
Yeah, he's getting there. I guess it's fair to always just make the Storm player do it. Just
yeah,
you can.
He basically has it right now.
He does.
He can do the grape shot. Well, I guess he can't do grape shot remand from his graveyard.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
There we go. Now we're going to see a better game, hopefully, because that was mostly a non-game. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I would say. It's always fair enough to make them do it, and especially when they have fumbled once.
Yeah, and I'd be curious to see I do think that first one he messed up by not floating red instead of blue, but I don't know, maybe not. Maybe that's all he wanted to do was just set up for a bigger graveyard turn the next turn. But I don't know. We'd have to ask him.
Yeah. And we will. After the fact,
my initial reaction was that was kind of odd that he didn't float the red and allows Manamorphose to let him keep going, but we've also it also would have been a mistake if that Manamorphose didn't get him there.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so I don't think there's going to be too much since Mike's got the card package. I'm not sure what he's going to be bringing in here. I guess, yeah, the bridge and jar don't mean anything. Pull those for something, and I'm not sure what he has. What he's got? Nope. Relic, just extra graveyard hate in the main. Not have to karn for it.
So I think Vandal Blast is what he's bringing in. Curious, I didn't see what he cut. Yeah, I think he wants. I think he wants his bounce, all of his bounce as well, right? Like,
if he's got it, I would think so. Yeah, I would absolutely think so.
Now, Vandal Blast could be huge here. Curious why we never saw the Chalice in one.
I don't know why either. That is definitely
maybe
something
he thought
to be
that
asked.
Chalice on 2 is just game winning, and
I mean it would, but he'd have to get to it, and I could let Zach just set up a lot better.
It it
wasn't
easier.
breaking.
It is way easier for a Storm player to win through a Chalice on 1 than it is a Chalice on 2.
Yeah, for sure.
But like,
you just had nothing else to do.
you just can't not play anything.
All right, so he's got Chalice, Caller, Spellskite. This looks like a pretty good hand.
Okay.
He's got a Saga. He's got Serum Powder. The Caller is a pretty whatever card here, but I think the Karn and the Chalice, I think, is a pretty decent. I don't know. I just don't know what his deck does enough to know whether or not there's to dig for just a graveyard hate in your opening hand to pass up a playable hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think you just keep a playable hand and just go with it.
Yeah, this looks like a decent hand to me.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Urza Saga could probably get him some graveyard hate.
Yeah, and that'll get him to. Yeah, I think this is a pretty solid keep. You want to see something better than Basilisk Caller, but that's.
I mean, if he's making tokens with his Urza Saga, that could end up.
Yeah, that could be
key.
huge for sure. All right, Saga. He led with the Saga. I never like leading with the Saga. I would have led with the other thing.
Yeah, that generally just means less tokens.
Yeah.
You go Saga?
Oh, he's going.
I don't
Saga.
hate this.
Yeah.
I actually don't hate this.
Saga on Saga on Saga.
If you're gonna do it right.
Still no challenge on 1. What else do you have to do?
Yeah, play that thing. Yes, play the blocker.
There we go.
All right, I like it.
Yeah, you're gonna have something here. Gonna have some action. Barol is gonna be the play. So I feel like he should float the mana off the thing and get that mana rock down to make up for the lost mana.
I just had this thought that I've never really thought of before, but
I guess the mana rock's not quite.
the dude that he hasn't. What's this guy called? The 04?
Spellskite.
Yeah, Spellskite. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen a Spellskite in play, but I was just thinking, like, we've never seen it, and it's probably just because it's 2 mana, it's a little slow, but it's an interesting pairing with Death Shadow.
Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah,
I've done it because it protects you. It protects your Death Shadow.
Yeah, and grows it.
Yeah,
You know?
no, I that was my first thought. The
Yeah.
first Death Shadow deck I built.
Fatal Push your Death Shadow. I will redirect that 4 times.
Yeah, exactly. No, I did it immediately. I thought it was.
And then murder your face.
Yeah, no, I've done it. Can confirm, personal experience. It made sense. I think Spellskite is just a hell of a card in general. It's niche, but it does a lot of things, and it's not a defender.
It's not as good as it used to be.
For sure, but it still has a lot
But
of
nothing
applications.
is. To be fair, nothing's as good as it used to
exactly.
be. If it was a 1/4, think how much better it would be if it was a 1/4.
Right,
If it was a
so-
1/4 defender.
2 for the cage. He's got to land for a turn. I feel like he really needs to get this mana rock down just to make up for this lost mana, because he needs to get to that Karn. I mean, why else are you going to have the mana rock if not to fucking play it, you know? Okay, mana rock down. I'm good with that.
This is Serum Powder, which is just a mana rock after you start the game, I believe.
And the Spellskite is really important here because it's going to protect this graveyard hate from the bounce spells. From any of Zach's interaction, he is now safe.
What Zach does have, and he has to be cognizant of what's going on. He does have Vandal Blast that he brought in.
He doesn't have it yet, I believe.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But like I feel like
yet. Yeah, he could fire it off. He needs to overload that shit.
Yeah, it has to be overload.
It'll be easy to overload. I do like it as a sideboard card for the deck because it should be easy to overload.
Yeah, I think he's 1 mana off of being able to. Is it 5?
Yeah. And it'd be worth spending a ritual in this situation. So we're going to float another mana.
I think what we're going to see this turn from Zach is probably a Gifts.
Yeah. Absolutely. Now
it's not going to be like a super sexy Gifts with that Grafdigger's Cage.
No, but I think it's a solid play regardless. And I think Mike should be doubling up on Graveyard just because. Just because.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he should definitely get that relic he brought in, I would say. That way you don't have to worry about it.
You can't play around Vandal Blast if you're Mike, because if he has it, he has it, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing you can do to really do anything about that.
All right, so he's going to Expedition Map.
Actually, a Welding Jar would have been a good get.
Right.
I guess
I think he
get
I don't know
around.
how many he cut a jar. I don't know how many he has in the main. He cut one.
If he gets Vandal Blasted, he might bring those welding jars back in.
Right. So he got the map. I still feel like the relic probably would have been.
This is the slowest Tron deck I've ever seen in my life.
Right. So I feel like he should probably just go ahead and get the Karn down. If he flooded the mana. He already played his land, so the map's not getting activated this turn. See what else he's working with here. Okay,
Well,
he can
might
chalice on 2. That's what he should do.
Yeah, chalice on 2.
He should chalice on 2.
What is Vandal Blast a 1-drop or a 2-drop naturally?
Naturally, it's 1.
Okay, so that's just another thing that gets wiped away if that Vandal Blast ever sees. Okay.
Oh, he had the relic in hand. All right.
Relic is all right.
So I guess he's gonna relic, keep mana up to activate the map. He definitely needs to acquire a win condition here. He's got the hate pretty well sewed up, but he definitely needs to have.
What do you get if you're Zach here?
Maybe the bounce spell? He's just going for the usual package. I don't know if that's the thing to do.
I used to like the I think the Storm used to play like the Phyrexian return a thing from your graveyard.
Yeah, he's toyed with it before, and I think some lists do play it sometimes.
Yeah, for little, I think it's neat tech for a situation like this when you want like a Vandal Blast.
Yeah.
You know, like give them all bad options, you know,
right.
like you know, like make it to where he has to put the Vandal Blast plus that into your graveyard so that he can.
So I feel like Zach should be playing more to his, you know, answer options.
And honestly, here's another thought for Zach. Why not play the a Shattering Spree? That way you have multiple options to go get.
Yeah, I know he's played one or the other. He settled on the one, but I do agree with you that it's nice to have a bit of redundancy.
When you're a Gifts Ungiven deck,
yeah,
like make it like if you had that and then the regrowth card, you'd make it to where it was impossible for them to not get their board wiped.
Yeah.
You know, it's just something to think about.
So the thing I think he has to be getting into, he's got to find a way to get this shit off the table. Like, he got to be playing into that one card because...
I got to tell you, man, Relic of Progenitus is such a better, like, more, like, player-friendly card in paper than it is online. Online, I fucking hate it when people play that card. Like,
oh, yeah.
Making me click, like, every 5 seconds. It's
yeah.
so annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if the just classic gifts package was the right get there, especially with the relic out. You got to go for something a little splashier here to try to get these things off the table.
And I think it's just like not having that redundancy made it to where he didn't really have a choice in the matter, you know?
Right.
Well, this is a way to get Tron. I mean, just do this.
So if he still has repeal, you could have like, well, the relic, having the relic plus, if he didn't have the relic, he could have got the Vandal Blast and the repeal. And then, yeah, it's where, this is definitely a situation where the Noxious shines.
The only, without having that regrowth, though, the problem with taking a Vandal Blast out of your deck, because he's not going to give it to you. So that's one to your graveyard.
Yeah. No, it would hinge on him
you're just
having
hoping that you draw the other copy.
Yeah, no, it hinges on him having the Noxious Revival. And that is definitely a good...
I do not think... Like, we didn't see him bring it in, so...
No, he doesn't have it. I know he doesn't have it. This is a case... And he'll probably... He's messed with it before, and it does make sense, and this might be a situation, especially this match where... And especially this coverage, where, you know, we're breaking down exactly how effectual it is.
Yeah, I like with the Gifts Ungiven, I don't like your Artifact Hate being the same card.
Yeah, that would be fucking hilarious, Micah, to just have a big, giant dude out of your sideboard and storm. Just to spin your rituals on. Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Jam a giant threat.
That would be good.
All right, so here's the Karn. Still holding off on the challenge on 2, which I still feel like he's not pressured to push that.
Or Inkwell Leviathan. Is that a legal mark?
Yeah. It is.
We'll just...
Inkwell Leviathan is a modern card and doesn't get played, and that thing's obnoxious. Here's a few things. Shit, even the Opus cards from Strixhaven.
Yeah.
Like, because you can just pitch that for mana if you need to, and then you can still cast it out of your graveyard.
I'll tell you what would actually be gross is the Niv Mizzet.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You can just flat out murder a guy with that Niv Mizzet.
That would actually be fucking hilarious for sure.
You probably win that turn.
Yeah, I like that idea. It's adorable.
I agree with you, Micah. My pick is the Niv Mizzet.
I kind of like the Magma Opus
thing. If you untap
thing.
with it, you win.
That Magma Opus thing makes 2 4/4s, right? The big one from Strixhaven, the mythic one.
Yeah.
It does 4 damage and makes 2 4/4s and draws cards. It does a fucking ass ton of shit.
I don't think it makes 2 4/4. I could be wrong.
It makes a 4/4. I mean, still, a 4/4 with everything else. That's pretty good. I hate big things because I hate big things stuck in my hand. You know,
yeah.
but it shouldn't happen.
I like the idea of a Niv Mizzet because it plays really well against like, the like ensnaring bridge style of deck.
That's actually
put that motherfucker in play and like just like if he had it right now, he could go like ritual, put that thing in play, and then probably just kill him.
Yeah. No, I think the Niv Mizzet's hilarious. That would
He'd
be
still
that'd
have
be
2
super
mana
strong.
up. He could just kill him, or he'd have like ritual.
Or he'd have.
Yeah, well, he'd have to use the 3 blue. It would have to come from actual land. So
he could just ritual.
Yeah, but I mean, it'd be fucking gross because he's getting an extra cantrip off of every card.
He could have a remand up, which would be the thing.
I like how we're just talking about like some bullshit. Like, got a serious Storm game going on here. We're talking about like, why don't they play Niv Mizzet? That'd be fucking cool. Zach, don't actually put Niv Mizzet in your deck. Man.
Yeah,
we're just fucking around here.
I mean, it's just we've seen, everybody knows what's happening here. Now, I do not know exactly how. I guess he's just grape shotting for the stars here. Like, that's all I can imagine him doing. Because he can't pass in flames. Is he just trying to dig?
Clear the Karn, maybe? I mean...
The Karn's not really the issue at the moment. The Karn is...
It will be.
Yeah, he may as well, but that's probably what he's going to have to do. He's doing something this turn. Well, there's a thing, though. I mean, I guess if you carry to protect with a spell guide, he's going to make his life total lower. But, I mean, just...
Does he have 2?
I think he does, yeah.
Okay, so he could kind of just remand 1 just to see what he hits off the top.
Does he have a remand?
I thought he did. Maybe it's another blue card.
I think it might be another blue card.
Okay. I was giving so much props earlier for revealing his hand, and now he's being kind of a shyster about it.
So where did the grape shot go?
I don't know.
Because his life total didn't change. Did he grape shot the spell guy? I think he did.
Yeah, okay.
Interesting. Huh. You're already deep. Go ahead and grape shot the rest of the way. Oh, he's going to brawl. Storm count. Fair enough. Now grape shot? Okay. 2 to him and...
3 to...
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so he's going
that's all good and great. Your opponent's going to have Tron.
Yeah. He's going to play something bigger and scarier than you can now muster a defense against. So, I think he's kind of boned here. Gonna sack the map. Go get the last piece.
Well, the cool thing is we get to see what Mike's deck actually does with full power.
see what he is doing here. Relic. Okay, now he's gonna go ahead and chalice. Okay, Zach, you were so fucked.
Yeah, chalice on 2 effectively ends the game.
No, that's not what that is.
Okay.
That is the. I don't know what that is. That's artwork I do not recognize.
Is it the witch thing?
The witch bane orb?
The curse,
I'll
maybe?
just ask. Hey, Mike, what's that card you just played?
The Witchbane Orb and then a second relic.
Thanks.
I'm really fucking good at what I do, folks.
I have not seen. I haven't seen.
I don't
that
recognize the art at all. It's like I know that it's a card that this deck should play,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I have no idea what that art actually looks like.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, it looks like that. That's a
That's
witch
the first time I've seen that one.
Yeah. Well, they used to play it in the old prison decks. It's a good one, you know.
Yeah, no, it's a good one, especially here. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
like-
not grape shotting again. Yeah, I just don't see. Yeah, Zach is not getting out of this situation
Well, he could.
with the one thing.
Yeah, Vandal Blast. Vandal Blast
he
is
could.
like a
So
sweet.
It's Vandal Blast
like,
or bust here.
Imagine if you're. Yeah, he still didn't have it on. He still didn't have challenge.
Spyglass is naming Fiery Islet.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
We
that's pretty.
appreciate
That's
that,
pretty
Mike.
nice. All right.
Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to see Vandal Blast so bad. I'm sorry, Mike. You're watching this back, man. This is nothing against you. I just want to see you get blown out.
I don't think he's gonna, but he doesn't have a win condition.
Yeah,
He
that
needs
is
to-
a concern. And
He should have maybe made an Urza's token somewhere.
he just not block. That's interesting.
Yeah, he needs something.
Does
here.
that Basilic Collar give any kind of a pump whatsoever?
No,
It's
no
just
pump.
death touch and lifelink.
All right, here we go. We got a Karn, so he's gonna get whatever he needs. He's gonna get a win condition now.
If it just gave 1 in the front, it'd be such a better card.
It would be, yeah.
If you could sleeve up this
Let's see.
spell skite, that'd be gross.
And he's gonna go for a. He's gonna go for a.
It's that 8
portal?
mana thing.
Okay, so
We don't draw cards anymore.
yeah, I'm gonna look up the actual wording on that thing because I haven't seen that card since I was in high school.
That's not a Vandal Blast, so I think that Zach wins or loses.
Yeah, I would have
Yeah.
to think
I
so.
don't know where I got Zach wins out of that. I haven't even been drinking yet, really.
Right.
Just take 2 random cards.
Okay, if a player would draw a card, that player skips that draw instead. Within each end step, each player sacrifices a permanent unless they discard a card.
Yeah, so you can't draw cards, and
You sacrifice shit.
it's braids. It's
Yeah.
braids plus this thing where you can't draw cards also.
Yeah,
Pretty gross.
it's pretty silly.
And this is what we call a prison
Oh,
lock.
and also, well, okay, he chose not to do it, but he could also just beat Zach to death with an 8/8.
He could do that.
He totally could.
What did he?
He's getting a crucible so he can stave off the sacrifice thing.
Okay.
I'd have to imagine. It's got to be what he's
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Okay. So
doing. He's still
does he have the other thing in hand?
what?
Because he can't draw cards right now. So I thought the other lock piece was
What is
the
the Mystic Forge?
Mystic Forge, which he does not have in play.
Yeah,
So
that's actually kind of funky. So I don't know.
like, did he lock himself out of this game as well? Was his?
You know, that's actually, I don't know what his plan is.
Yeah, he can't actually draw cards.
So
There's
what
no
is-
drawing cards. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how he can actually win.
He blocks 2, takes 1. Yeah, I don't know what his plan is
Like,
here. He's got- does he have a-
Unless I'm missing some. Well, I guess he's hoping that Zach will concede. Zach doesn't have to. You can't win either.
This is weird.
It is.
He's up damage. He has no way to stop this.
So I'm wondering, like, what he does, I guess, is he treats it like a braids.
And he can just sack the portal when
he'll sack
feels
the
like
portal
it.
after Zach is out of permanence. And
Sure.
And then
yeah, that's the line.
And then he's got Tron and can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, no, that's the line for sure. It's a good line too. I didn't think about that angle.
Yeah, that's good.
And especially with the Saga backup. Yeah, no, that's very good. All right. Yeah, no, he's in great shape.
Yeah, okay.
Never mind.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
We retract. And now he can.
Yeah. So the Crucible actually is the final lock piece.
Yeah. Yeah, the Mystic Forge is just the extra value. Make a dude. I feel like you should just go ahead and make some dudes just to get this ball rolling.
It's not a terrible idea. and I mean, it's pretty easy for him. Maybe he's going to see if Zach is stupid enough to attack into it. I kind of like sleeving up the Basilisk collar.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can do a good block here.
Oh, that's the other thing. He also has infinite constructs.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in really good shape here. Yeah, you definitely do not need... Yeah, I like treating it like a braids. That's interesting. And he says, fuck that. I'm out.
All right.
All right, so we haven't updated this yet.
Yeah, I was getting ready to do it, and then you tried to do it, and we canceled each other out.
Oh, shit. All right, so... Here's that. All right.
Top-notch shit right there. All right, so... Something that, like, what I'd like to see here is, Zach, go back to the drawing board. Like, look at your sideboard again. Just make, like, you know, you've played a sideboarded game. Do you have everything you need here for success?
Right. So he had talked to me, and I'm not a Storm player at all, but he had talked to me about the Noxious Revival, and I've never thought anything ill of the card in the deck. But I never really thought about exactly how it interacts with the sideboarding. And I think that makes it a pretty important thing.
The thing that I've always liked about it is it gives you a third copy of something. Like if you really want to have a ritual, you can get 2 rituals and that. Or if you really want to have a mana reducer with your gifts, you can get 2 mana reducers and that. You know.
Yeah, I actually do think it's pretty important. And with the sideboard things here, it would have been huge.
If he would have been able to go Vandal Blast plus Shatter, is it Shattering Spree?
Shatterstorm. Or a Shattering Spree. Either one.
Yeah, either one. Yeah. And then then he would definitely get one of the 3.
Yeah, I think this might actually have sold me on that card in the deck. You'll need to adjust the sideboard a little bit too. Just to make sure you've got...
Yeah, I don't know if it's sideboard or main. Like maybe it's main.
I think the Noxious Revival would be main.
Because if you don't have the mana reducer, you can go get one.
Yeah, exactly.
Guaranteed with a gift.
I think it does good things in the deck naturally.
Yeah.
You know. All right, so pretty solid hand there. He's got.
It is pretty atrocious against like a main deck Relic of Progenitus, though. I mean, like. It
just
doesn't. Do anything.
I don't know, not necessarily. If you got one card in the graveyard and they relic, or if they activate a relic, then you can at least put something on top. I mean, I don't think it's that bad. It does something.
I mean, yeah, it might actually force him to crack it, you know.
Yeah. All right, so both players have a pretty solid hand here. 2 Mystic Forge on Mike's end, so he's playing a little bit slower game here, and I think Zach might actually have a pretty decent go fast hand. Okay, he's not playing the Brawl. I feel like that's wrong. You're not playing against removal and burn. You should have just got that down.
He's holding up the Remand.
That's not worth it. You should have got that Brawl down.
I don't hate this because now he can play the dude and hold up Remand this turn.
Sure. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Like he doesn't have to be in a hurry here. He just has to be smart.
You are right about that, yeah. I think this thing warrants a little bit of aggression because how it can just lock you out, but it is still dependent on specific pieces.
I think what I said, like, go back to the drawing board. I feel like that's what that play says that he's kind of doing, like realizing that there's shit he can play that I just can't beat. So if I have the opportunity to buy time on that, I need to do that. And I don't remand this, Zach. Don't remand this. Oh God, that's exactly what you don't want to do.
We just did all this conversation about exactly how important this potential play is.
Now, granted, he did get he might be able to go off this turn.
Okay.
So that might have worked out okay. Does he have cantrips? He has a gifts.
A Manamorphose.
A Serum
So
Visions.
he should probably
He's
wait,
got-
and then he should probably
He only-
do the gifts at the end of turn. He's probably going to have to wait.
Yeah, he is. Oh, he's getting out the cards.
All right, never mind. You ain't waiting for shit.
Okay, he's got a Manamorphose. I think he only has one ritual other than the Manamorphose, though.
Yeah, it's a little dicey.
Okay, land off the top is good, actually. And that was...
Desperate.
Desperate? It was very desperate. Oh, he's got all the mana in the world now. He can gifts, and this gifts will be good. Yeah, so that Witchbane Orb even shuts that down. Can't even gifts anymore.
Yeah, I feel like Mike should have probably mulliganed a tad bit more aggressively here.
Oh,
Like-
this is good too. I like what he did here because what he really needs in this hand is more rituals, and he's going to get at least one.
Yeah.
I've said for years, I think that the single best card, if I could just like start off the game by removing a card from my Storm opponent's deck, it would be Manamorphose.
Oh, absolutely. Without
It's
question.
so hard for them to win without Manamorphose. It's so hard.
Yeah, and Mike, I really think should have maybe just dug a little harder because he's got Karn and then 2 Mystic Forces in hand. That's really all he had outside the Certain Powder, as far as I remember.
Yeah, this is a big decision, and it also kind of doesn't really matter.
He's got a bridge. Okay, he's holding a chalice again.
Yeah, and he's a turn off of it.
Yep, turn off.
So that might have been the perfectly timed reman by Zach if he knew that he was going to try to go off the next turn.
Well, I mean,
Leave your opponent with no mana.
right. The one mana wouldn't have made a difference. I think he was still.
It wouldn't have, but just getting rid of that card, cycling it for another card, knowing that you're going to go off.
Hitting and helping it really, I think, help hit the land, and that was the big part there. So.
All right, I think this is the best split. Like that's actually pretty good because what he needed more than anything was the rituals, and so that's the best you could do. But again, I don't think it really matters.
At this point, it's hard to say that it did.
All right, land off the top is a dud. He does still have Serum Visions.
Yeah, it's probably worth. Okay, he's gonna go ahead and.
Oh, I like doing the Serum Visions first, especially having multiple copies of Manamorphose in your graveyard.
If he did that, no, he's got 1 mana up. Yeah, you could have done that. Yeah, I agree. You should have. If you could, you should have.
Yeah,
I didn't see
because
the
basically you only get to Serum Vision once now.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like he's in pretty good shape here.
Yeah, this looks like a win,
Yeah.
like 100%.
And did he give him the Warrens?
It's in his graveyard. I mean, he has it now because he cast Past in Flame. So
Right.
he did give him the Warrens, yes, but
So that should be in. I think it's a pretty good just go for it here. Because the bridge isn't going to matter because Mike can't empty his hand. So.
if anything we've learned, like, you should just keep going,
Yeah, that is
like,
the
don't
point.
don't settle for goblins. Try to win this turn.
Right,
Like,
yeah. Yeah, keep that in mind, not to burn up mana you don't need to with that, as a backup. But yeah, no, definitely. Storm should always keep going. That's the point. That's why it's a fucking storm.
Okay, Grape Shot Does he have reman? I think the storm count should be at 11. I don't think he counted the storm count for Grave Shot. Oh, there you got it.
Yeah, he does have a reman in the grave. All right, and Mike says I'm fucking done.
Yeah, okay.
All right, well, we definitely. I wish the game 1 would have been better, you know.
Yeah,
but we did see a good game 2, and that's nice.
I thought it was. I thought it was really well played by Zach in game 3.
Yeah, for sure.
I said going in, like I wish he would have looked at his sideboard one more time.
Nice.
What is it?
It's a David Bowie. Yeah.
Labyrinth cover art token. Okay, that's weird.
I don't know what that does in his deck. Is that? Oh, it must be his goblin token, I guess.
Wow. He is very goblin-like.
He is. See,
All
my
right.
tokens are cooler because I don't just regurgitate pop icon stuff.
Well, hopefully it was entertaining. I always consider it a success if we use most of the clock.
Yeah, for sure.
In the match that we
I do
picked,
think
so.
that Mike maybe could have. I definitely think he could have maybe mulliganed at least one more time there because he had a lot of air in that hand that wasn't doing enough. So.
Yeah, and he had 0 reps with this going into.
Oh yeah, he just put this thing together, so
Yeah.
it is what that is, you know, for sure.
Yeah, and I think that's something that you know the guy he got the list from probably had, you know, like
A shit ton.
a
I
shit
think it's
ton
a
of rep.
super interesting concept.
Yeah,
though.
it is, and it looks like there's a lot of play to it.
Yeah,
And
definitely. I mean, that's true for like all the Karn package cards. So,
yeah. All right,
we'll be back in a minute with some more stuff. On the between round, you will see buy from us on TCG because we are now selling on TCG Player. So,
yeah.
buy some cards from us, you can buy them there. Be back in a minute.
Yeah.